judgment written by my brother Kolapen J, with Matopo and Chike JJ and Sikobin AJ concurring, takes a different approach to the issues of exclusive jurisdiction and the constitutionality of Rule 129I. The second judgment locates its assessment of the issues by identifying the carefully structured interconnectedness and balancing of majoritarian and counter-majoritarian provisions in the Constitution. In doing so, it explores the disenfranchisement of the vast majority of South Africans prior to 1994 and recognizes that majoritarian measures are often democracy-enhancing and may, where they appear in the Constitution, represent a deliberate location of political power by the drafters of the Constitution. It is a choice courts are obliged to respect. In support of this stance, the second judgment cites this court's judgment in Ex parte Chairperson of the Constitutional Assembly in re certification of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, in which it held that this court has no power, no mandate, and no right to express any view on the political choices made by the Constitutional Assembly in drafting the new text. On the basis of these principles, the second judgment agrees that this court's exclusive jurisdiction over the challenge to Rule 129I is engaged, but for different reasons, different to those advanced in the first judgment. Relying on this court's decision in EFF2, the 2017 judgment, the second judgment finds that the only obligation imposed on the National Assembly by Section 89 is the responsibility to develop rules to facilitate the removal of the President. However, it notes that any decision the National Assembly takes in this respect falls wholly within its discretion. It can hardly be sustainable to suggest then, says the second judgment, that a discretionary power creates a constitutional obligation to hold the President accountable, as is found in the first judgment. In fortifying this finding, the second judgment distinguishes Section 89 from specific provisions of the Constitution, such as Sections 42 subsection 3 and 91 subsection 2, that expressly create mutual accountability obligations on the part of the President and the National Assembly. On the challenge to the rule, the second judgment aligns itself with EFF2